What's going on, everybody? So today's video we're going to be talking about what I personally think is going to be the top 5 best meta decks for this Master Rule 5 era, and some of the top 5 best road decks for the Master Rule era. Now I know most of us are in quarantine, but a lot of you guys and myself may hop into one eventually are doing online tournaments, so it's the purpose of me doing this video to help you guys choose what decks to play in the Master Rule 5 era. Also, before we get into that, check out the hero merch. Your boy finally actually designed a shirt he's really proud of, and I decided to wear it in the video. Actually came out pretty good. If you guys want to see right here, on the back of it, it got the hero symbol. I don't know if you guys can see that. So pick up yours in the description down below for the Teespring hero merch. If you guys like what you see, really affordable, and yeah, check it out. So now that all that all the merch talk is out of the way, let's get to the video. So without further ado, let's begin. So I'm gonna start off with the meta decks, then we'll go to the road decks, and we're gonna hop into it. So meta decks, starting with number 5. So the list don't really matter. I feel like if you make the list as a deck, you're really good. And for the meta decks, I'm starting off with heroes. Now a lot of guys might be thinking, Chris, why heroes? Master Rule 5, heroes can't do much, but that's where you guys are wrong. Currently, in my personal opinion, there's 2 really good hero variants right now. There's the version I'm running, which is more of a standard hero version, where you run things like Cosmic Cyclones, and you go basically just to OTK the opponent, because heroes can really do that as well. Dark Law Plasma is still a good thing. Even though Malicious is at 2, the deck can still put out Dark Law Plasma first turn, and on second turn, the deck still has 1 card OTK via Fusion Destiny. And you can still make first turn Dark Law or Fusion Destiny. So heroes just have a lot of plays they can make with this deck. The second version is the version that was popularized for Team Samurai. I don't know if he invented the deck, but he is the first channel I saw that showed it off, so shout out to him. His version focuses he don't use the Destiny Hero engine, but it focuses solely on the Mystic Mind card to stall the opponent out and Trinity lock your opponent for damage OTK, which is a pretty good strategy, because if you think about it, if you do your combo, grab Poly, play Mystic Mind, pass, your opponent sets up a big unblockable board or whatever. No, guys know how the meta is. Or they leave monsters in attack mode, and you play Mystic Mind, play Trinity, attack for game. That's really good. So I think Heroes is a good contender, and you guys should definitely check it out if you guys want a solid deck to play. Pretty pricey, but it's also pretty budget. In my opinion, if you're gonna pay it now, you definitely gonna need to pick up the Evil Hero engine, because that engine is really good. And what is this Rogue Hero video about him having a super while? Number 4, Dinosaurs. Now, Dinosaurs got a pump with Master Rule 5. Reason being, not only can you spam out Ultimate TYRANNO more consistently by you able to shoot more stuff to the graveyard, you can go through your combo plays a lot more with your extra deck, because you're not restricted to your extra deck plays. So a lot of those fast OTKs taking advantage of a card like I don't know their names a lot, but it's the dinosaur that when you banish him, he special summons himself back. Abusing that with rank 4 plays on top of abusing your miscellaneous swords just to go off is really good. Honestly, pre-Master of 5 Dinos was really solid. Ultimate Conductor TYRANNO is literally one of the best board breaking cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period, hands down. It's really annoying. So I think honestly, Dinos is kind of like Heroes. Dinos can make a scary first turn board, and if you're playing the variant that like these True King cards, you can bring out True King Alcheminities, so we got it engage monster effects. I forgot kind of how he's worded, but he's really good. And if you're playing this a go second build, you can just OTK your opponent like crazy. So yeah, check out Dinos if you guys want another fast deck like Heroes, but you don't want to play Heroes. Dinos, in my opinion, is a little cheaper if I really think about it. You probably can build it for like maybe 150 if you include in the meta cards. The market's cheap right now, so you guys better be picking up cards. Number 3, Altergeist. Now this may be controversial because there's gonna be a lot of decks come out of the woodworks during Master Rule 5, which is why I was kind of hesitant to make this video. But I do know there is a slew of online tournaments coming out right now, which is why I want to make this video. I think Altergeist is a good contender still. Same reasoning for Heroes and Dinos. Last format, Altergeist could literally control the opponent like crazy. The deck has crazy recursion with their ALTERGEIST traps that get added back to the hand, the Milliseek getting added back to the hand. I personally thought ALTERGEIST got neutered a little bit when MULTIFAKER went to 1, but honestly, after playing last format, dog, MULTIFAKER to 1 is not that big of an issue for the deck, because as long as they can spoof him back to the hand, do their combos, recycle him back with the ALTERGEIST monster that bounces one, I think his name is Milliseek, one that bounces to bounce opponent's card. That's all you really need. Downfall is if you get rid of that one MULTIFAKER and banish it like a DD Crow or something, for example, they're gonna be in a sticky situation. But with that being said, ALTERGEIST is a good contender for the meta. It was a good solid last time, tons of negate, triple solemn. I think decks like that can do that and do it well and can stall your opponent out. Great, really great. Some ALTERGEIST builds are even main deck at Mystic Mind, so you guys already know you can stall Mystic Mind, you're good. Number 2, Rockets. Now, this deck, I honestly didn't think it was gonna be as good as it is. Honestly, like, I saw the decks online and I saw them doing good. And when I played it at locals a couple of times, I beat it. That was mainly due to cards that spell card that engage all monster effects on the field that can be negated. I can't think of the name right now to save my life. And Nibiru kind of shuts that deck down. However, Rockets is kind of like a deck of the past, which is where it's like break my board or bust. Going from the last end of the Link era into the Master Rule 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! 7th era, we transitioned from a break my board or bust to a just literally a free-for-all meta where literally I feel like personally anything can win. And I haven't felt this way about Yu-Gi-Oh! In like 8 years, which is a big deal. I'm sorry, 6 years, which is a big deal for me, because that lets me know the game is in a healthy state, and I think event numbers show that. So with Rocket's ability to break my board or bust, similar to the last format, good contender for the meta. I think honestly without the Link restrictions now, you're gonna see a lot more of the deck gets played. And last but not least, as a meta deck, I'm gonna have our pick SHADDOLL invoked, because this would have been Spirals, but with Master Plan getting ahead, I don't think Spirals is going to do anything. I don't think that deck's going to come back. If you guys got a Spiral list, let me know in the comment section down below to see how the deck is running right now. I haven't really done a lot of studying for Yu-Gi-Oh! Prior to me doing this video today, but I can definitely tell you no one is talking about Spirals, at least from what I've seen. But yeah, man, SHADDOLL invoked. No restrictions. I played before Links were a thing. SHADDOLLs were annoying as heck without restrictions. But now SHADDOLL invoked, in my opinion, is more powerful than the old SHADDOLL deck was. I can definitely see SHADDOLL being really good moving forward. It's pretty much common sense in my personal opinion. But yeah, man, it's gonna dirty. Construct, getting rid of those special monsters. I predict that there are gonna be a lot more variants of decks that abuse the SHADDOLL engine, because WINDA is a heck of a card. Allowing your opponent to get one special summon per turn is really crucial. And then the invoked engine, when they bring out that invoked dark monster that says you can only get one effect and one attack, that's really dirty. Alright, so this was the meta deck portion of the video. I'm going to flip into the rogue deck portion of the video now. Starting with the 5th rogue deck. It might become a meta deck. And honestly, every deck on this list is really good. But these decks are rogue last format, so I think I'm still going to add them rogue this format. The deck I'm about to talk about right now may in fact be a meta deck moving forward, based on the information I've read up online. Buster Blader. That deck consistently can lock the extra deck out with the Buster Blader's cards. Don't ask me their names. I don't know them off the top of the head. I just know what the deck does. Watching Master Rule 5 videos before, while doing research for this video, watching combo plays with that new Union Carrier card that Konami promoted, by the way, Buster Blader is a heck of a deck. Don't believe me? Just watch me. Go on YouTube after you guys watch this video, type in Buster Blader combos. The deck gets really, really dirty, and it does it consistently. Now, on the flip side, kind of lose the hand traps, similar to Heroes, but you guys know my theory. The best decks to run are sometimes the most consistent decks, and even if they get hit with cards like Nibiru and etc., your opponent is not always going to open up their side deck card, but your deck can consistently do what you're going to do. Next up, number 4. Synchro-centric type of decks that abuse the synchron needle fiber. And I think honestly this is just because pre-Link era synchro decks were roguish and they can just combo off. I think with all this Link support we have going on right now, and we're still kind of young into the game, Konami does not know the potential I think no one knows potential truly of link decks in Master Rule 5 other than a handful of people who's probably been testing things in secret. Now I know there's videos online of people doing decks with they can bring out triple Quasar like they used to do back in the day, but it won't surprise me with things like crystalline needle fiber and things like that. Synchro decks won't get another boost in this current meta. Even though they did got a preemptive hit by Konami with their most recent ban list, I still think there's some crazy players out there without these link restrictions and all this new stuff we've had come out from Master Rule 3 to now. It's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I wouldn't be surprised if synchro decks get out of control. Number 3, SUBTERROR, aka Guru Control. If you guys have been following the luxury gaming tournament, the online tournament that's been going on right now, a couple of SUBTERROR decks have done well, and I just think that goes to show last format how much of a powerhouse the deck was. Definitely was sitting at tier 1.5 with heroes as a deck that's good. It's just not tier 1 just yet. And SUBTERROR has the Guru card that can flip monsters face down. It's kind of similar to ALTERGEIST, just ALTERGEIST have more of the edge, but ALTERGEIST have more of a grind game than SUBTERROR does. When SUBTERROR just, if you break their board, they're pretty much gonna lose. So pretty much an evenly matched can just wreck that deck. But yeah, man, I think SUBTERROR is definitely gonna be a good Guru Control. All the negating he does, the recycling of their own traps, force me to reckon with. SUBTERROR is one of the reasons why I'm actually using Cosmic Cyclones in my deck. So that one card that when they use it and flip it face down, instead of Twin Twister in and they getting it back, just banish out the way and be done with it. Number 2, Orcus. Now, Orcus is getting the support. I don't know if it's coming out in the next one set or if it's out already. Correct me if I'm wrong if the Orcus support is out. I haven't seen no one talk about it, but Orcus, when they get their new support, they get like a monster that when you normal summon him, you send an Orcus from the deck to the graveyard. He's just really weird. Orcus is gonna be a good deck. There's different variants of it. You can do Danger Orcus, you know, Danger just got hit on the most recent ban list. There's this different ways you can play the deck, and I think it's gonna be really good for the upcoming format because it's kind of like the Break My Border Bust, summoning out Dinkarisu, the guy that shuffles back and set the trap. This does a lot. They can sort of almost unbreakable ward and just negate you for life. And without the restrictions, once again, you're gonna be able to do that a lot more consistently. And last but not least, as a road deck, I'm gonna leave you guys out here with Salamangreat. Now, I was kind of hesitant because I don't think Salus is that good of a deck, but that is my bias because I play Heroes, and Heroes is a bad matchup for Salus. However, Salamangreat have proved me wrong multiple times by getting event tops last format even after their hit. So I can just imagine in Master Rule 5 and no restrictions how much of a powerhouse that could be. It's definitely a really controlly type of deck that has a lot of negate and a lot of firepower with the form of Salamangreat Roar and Salamangreat, that other card that I forgot the negate card name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So I know there's a lot of decks in the meta that's good, that's tier 1, and I know a lot of decks that are rogue that's good. But I'm gonna leave that for you guys to post in the comment section down below. Like I said, these are just my personal opinions. I mean, realistically speaking, about my video or anybody else's video, no one can accurately predict the current format we're in due to the lack of tournaments and just honestly just due to the format still being early. However, I hope this gives you guys a good guideline to go by. So yeah, man, if you like what you're seeing here, hit the subscribe button for more. Typically, I do deck profiles, discussions for the hero archetype, and blogs. But with the virus situation going around the world, I can't blog anymore, so I have to go back to more of a discussion format for my channel for the time being and doing combo videos. So yeah, man, also if you guys like my shirt, like I said, you guys can get it in the description down below in the Teespring link. I'm pretty sure Teespring will be advertising it. Hero merch, man, check me out. I got a lot of stuff coming out and some cool designs I got up here that I'm gonna put on paper. So man, this is Rogue Hero, trying to stay in shape during this quarantine we're all going through, and I'm signing out, man. Peace and stay innovative. Deuces.